Is it gonna focus? Come on, focus. There we go. Hey guys, Harsh and or Cam here in my apartment, coming to you with a video on all things Marvel. Well, really all my Blu-rays and DVDs Marvel, because I do love Marvel. Actually, I'm wearing a sweater, and I'm not wearing it for this video. It's just really cold, and I can't find my Doctor Who sweater, so that's why I'm wearing this one. So I'm gonna go over everything. I'll say a couple of words about each one. You know, just I've not seen everything. I'm telling you right now, I've not cracked into a lot of the animated stuff. I've seen almost all, but a couple of little things for live action, but the rest I have not even cracked. So, alright. First off, actually you can probably tell once again, it's another view back on my couch. How we got Agent Carter. This just came out on DVD. Yep. There we go. And then it's got a couple of nice discs, if you're interested in that. Actually, I love the actor, the Butler. I really enjoy him. Agent Carter, though, I've only seen the first episode as I'm recording this. Cause I watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 2 halfway, or up to episode 10 or through 10, and then I started watching this. I've only seen the first episode as of right now. I haven't had the time to even continue. But yeah, it's an alright show. It's not. I'm hoping it'll be better. First episode is not an eye catcher, but I like shows that are have shorter seasons because there's more work put into it. Up next we have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 1, and I believe, by the way, these are Amazon exclusive. But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 1, here's the case. I got to my DVD because the Blu-rays are expensive. But once again, if you care at all about the discs, those are the discs. I really didn't. There's a couple of episodes that were alright. Well, more specifically within the first 3/4 of the season, there's only a couple of episodes that were alright. The rest were kind of repetitive, and they weren't necessary. And then and actually what it is just building on characters that have already been built upon. But the last few episodes of the season are fine. Actually, the show kind of reminded me of like a dumbed down, tame version of a show called Torchwood. So, up next is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the complete second season, or season 2. There's a lot of special features for season 1, but there are like crap special features for seasons 2 and Agent Carter. So, alright, up next we have, and this is divided by it's alphabetically and the heroes. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter. Next is the Avengers, and I have it by movies, it would be movies, live action TV shows, animated movies, animated TV shows. Avengers, everyone loves this movie. Everyone knows this movie, so there's really not much to talk about. But I'm not even gonna pull that up. It's a plain case. I do like this movie. Alright. And then we have Avengers: Age of Ultron. I also love this movie. I'm one of the few people that kind of like this movie a little better than the first, because I don't have to sit and deal with characters getting together. I just jump right in and get to enjoy the film and the characters. Ultimate Avengers, I did not care for this when I saw it eons ago. Not really eons ago, but last time I saw this a few years ago, I did not care for it. But it's in my collection because I want all things Marvel that are, and I should say, everything in this collection is Marvel that's been released in America. I've got everything from America except one thing, which is an Avengers thing. It's actually a Canadian release, but I didn't realize that when I bought it at the time. Oh well. Ultimate Avengers 2. This I didn't even finish that movie. I got like halfway through and I just couldn't stand the characters. I might have to go back and rewatch them. Next Avengers Heroes of Tomorrow, I have not seen. Yeah, Avengers Confidential, Black Widow and Punisher, I have not seen. I've seen bits of this show across its run, Avengers, the Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and this is the show that I didn't realize was a Canadian release when I bought it. So, in season 2. But I have seen bits of the show. It's an alright show. I like the characters. And then I held off on buying this one and Ultimate Spider-Man for a long time. One, because I don't like these two shows, or those two shows, and two, I'm waiting for them to do an actual release of the whole season. But that is Avengers Assembly Required. This came with a slipcase. But I don't know if they'll ever release this show its entirety. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Alright. Take it right to pop here. Alright. Up next is an animated film. Of course, I saw this in theaters twice. One of the few movies where I've seen it twice. That's Big Hero 6. Love this film. It is based off the same comics of Big Hero 6, though I'd love to see the Silver Samurai included in this team, but I don't know how that all works, so. Because this doesn't say Marvel on it, but I do know it's Marvel. It's even got a Stan Lee cameo. I have not seen any of this. It's the motion comic of Black Panther, and the reason why I bought all of the Marvel to know whether, just to have it. And at some point I know I'll sit and open them and watch them. And I've done that a couple of times already, I want to watch this show. Did it come out on DVD? And I go and walk, oh I did, and I watch it. Up next we have the Blade trilogy. I don't know if I'll ever upgrade this. This is a nice set. However, I do know the first disc when I got it was kind of corrupted. Because I had that 4-film favorite set. And I decided to get the actual setup. So I'm hoping the other 2 discs work. I don't know. If they don't, then I probably will upgrade. But I at least keep the box, because that's a nice box. But Blade, it's a great film. Love it. Blade 2 is probably one of my favorite Marvel films, and one of my favorite vampire films of, I just enjoyed it. And we got Blade Trinity. This is also another good film. And by good, I mean if you hadn't seen Blade 1 or 2, you'd probably like it. But it kind of sucks, so it's not really that good. Then we have Blade this series. I only made it halfway through. I had other stuff, and at the time when I was trying to watch it, it was not as interesting. But I did like the characters that were in it. It does take place after Blade 3. And speaking of this Blade, the other Blade played by Wesley Snipes, I know there's talk about him returning to the character, but like an alternate universe, one that takes place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But this is an alright Blade. It just bothers me that now all Blades are kind of taken after his look, and not Wesley Snipes, and I think Snipes is a lot better. He looks like someone that's just gonna tear your head off. Kind of like in this one. Yeah? This is the anime. Very similar. But yeah, this is Blade the anime. I'm looking forward to watching this, but haven't had the time. Up next we got some Captain America. You have The 1944 serial. I watched first. I haven't actually watched this because the way this DVD set up, and I have hunches that this is illegal or bootleg. And I should say, this is the only thing I question that's a bootleg. I do not want bootlegs in my collection, but I did spend like $15 on this on Amazon. So I thought it was legitimate. But I've looked up the company. Right back. I don't know if you can see it. I looked up that company and stuff, and I can't find it anywhere. So I don't know. I could be wrong. And not to mention the disc just looks like crap. And this is rough and tough. I shouldn't be playing with this while I'm on the video. But this is such a poorly put together DVD that you can't really select what, you know, because this is divided into, I believe, 15 segments, 15 chapters. And this isn't Steve Rogers' Captain America. It's a different Captain America before Captain America was the Captain America we know. But the issue with this was that you pop it into the player, and you can't select your segments. You just start at the beginning, and that's it. There's no chapter selections or scene selections or anything, and I couldn't sit through that whole thing and then remember where I was at the next day and having to scan through the whole thing. So, because it didn't pick up, like, you know, it doesn't pick up where you left off once you take it out, or even if you just leave it in there. For whatever reason, the disc doesn't pick up for me. We have Captain America and Captain America: Death Too Soon with the late Lee Christopher. If you can see him. Those are a couple of alright movies. I actually enjoy the second one more, so. I know the majority is that the first one's better, but I found the second one better. We have Captain America here. This is the 1990 movie. I get so much enjoyment out of it. We have the first Avenger, and if you go back almost a year ago on my channel, you'll note that, well, this isn't an upgrade, because it is. I used to have this on DVD, but recently I got it on Blu-ray, because I upgraded just my Marvel Cinematic Universe on Blu-ray, because I wanted to have all the one-shots or watch them without having to watch them on YouTube. And the DVDs have kind of crap features, so I wanted to get the features off these. But yeah, so go back 1 year ago and you can see what my collection was then. And Captain America: The Winter Soldier, which is a great film. Next is Daredevil Director's Cut. I used to like this film. And then Daredevil for Netflix came out. And holy crap, was I blown away. I am looking forward to getting Daredevil on Blu-ray. Normally I don't buy TV shows on Blu-ray. There's very few, like American Horror Story or Doctor Who. Actually, I think that's it. It's the only ones that I am continuing to buy on Blu-ray. And so the rest I have on DVD. Even Sherlock, I'd love to have it on Blu-ray, but I don't have that kind of money. But Daredevil is one I'm willing to put down Blu-ray money for. I actually already have. So if anyone finds out anything, let me know below. If they know when or if Daredevil will come out on Blu-ray, because I'd love to add the Netflix to my collection because it was great, and I'm looking forward to Jessica Jones. Up next. Speaking of Sherlock, the guy who plays Sherlock in the series Sherlock by Stephen Moffat and what's his name? Mark Gatiss or Gatiss or whatever. I'll show you. We got Doctor Strange, the animated film. Benedict Cumberbatch, who plays in that show, is going to be the next Doctor Strange for next year, roughly around late, I think in November. His film comes out, and he's playing Doctor Strange, and I'm looking forward to it. This is actually a really fun movie. I really enjoyed this. This just made me interested in the character of Doctor Strange. I never was before this movie, or before I saw this movie, I should say. And the fact that Benedict Cumberbatch is gonna play the character, I can't actually wait to rewatch this. And I know there's I think a French release that is just released on the Doctor Strange TV pilot. I'm hoping it'll come through America. If not, it doesn't. And the reason why I don't go for Canadian releases is because there's an issue with Spider-Man. I can't tell what they released officially and what they haven't. So, all right. Up next is Elektra. This is shit. We have Eternals. This is written by Neil Gaiman, and I'm really looking forward to watching this one. We have the Fantastic Four films. We got Fantastic Four Extended Edition. This includes both cuts. I've only seen the theatrical cut, so I've yet to watch the Extended Edition. And Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. And I'm not really looking forward to it when it comes out, but there are elements I liked of the new film. If I had it, I'd show it, but it's not out yet. But there are elements I do enjoy of the Fantastic Four 2015 film. You can hear buses out there. It's time for kids to go to school. It's like 7:41 in the morning for me right now. Alright, we got Fantastic Four here. This is the 1994-95 animated series. I've not watched it, so I can't say anything. I wish they would release the other series, the older series. Or I wish they'd release the superhero show that they released in Canada. And Fantastic Four: World's Greatest Heroes, the complete season, first season. Okay, that's gonna fall. I'm dumbly doing this. We have Ghost Rider. First one's, it's alright. Second one I do not like. This is Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance. We have Guardians of the Galaxy. Once again, I had this on DVD. Now it's dumb. I upgraded it. It's an alright film. It's not my favorite of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Howard the Duck. It's just bestiality to a new level. And this is done by freaking George Lucas. Goddamn Lucas. How dare he! We got Ang Lee's Hulk, which sucks. So damn boring. Now we're gonna get into a bunch of Hulk stuff. Incredible Hulk. I actually rather enjoyed this film. This is a film that I really, really like. I do not mind popping it in. And then we have the Incredible Hulk with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno. This is the first season. As you can tell, it kind of, I don't know. I probably look like a retard doing that. Then we have the Incredible Hulk here. This is the second season. This, for the most part, this is a great show. My only issue is there's no overall plot. My favorite episodes were the ones where Jack, the reporter, who's going after him, season 3, gets really close into contact with him. And there's a couple of times where I was like, oh my gosh, are they actually going to take it? But for the most part, it's a show with one recipe. And the recipe is he arrives in a new place, something upsets him, he goes Hulk mode on accident, and then he's trying to resolve the rest of the issue without going Hulk for the rest of the episode, and then he goes Hulk. And then issue is resolved. That's the show. And if there's 2 episodes, it's minus the issue resolved. It ends with him in trouble, and then it starts with him raging Hulk, trying to figure it out without going Hulk, and then he goes Hulk. So, that's the episode. One of my favorite scenes is when he's running through New York as Hulk. But season 4. in season 5. And we got the Incredible Hulk 2. I don't know why. They're not good, but I enjoy them. I enjoy their campiness. Daredevil's in one and Thor's in the other. Death of the Incredible Hulk. It's alright. It's alright. Hulk looks a little weirder though. They kind of like changed his color tone. We have Hulk versus Thor and Hulk versus Wolverine. I think we got Deadpool in the back there, see? I haven't watched this, so I don't know how much of a role he plays. We have Planet Hulk. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna get dark on me out there. So Planet Hulk, and I guess I just realized I've already gone over 20 minutes. Because every 20 minutes the camera stops and sets a new video. So I don't know why that skipped, and I apologize. This is like the first 3 or 4 episodes of the Incredible Hulk series spliced into like one movie. So up next is the Inhumans. It's the motion comic, and we got Iron Man here, and Iron Man 2, my least favorite Iron Man live action film. Iron Man 3, Invincible Iron Man I have not seen, so I can't say anything about it. Iron Man Rise of Technovore. Iron Man Hulk Heroes United. This is the Iron Man 1994 series I have not seen. See, Iron Man is not one of my favorite characters, and yet there's a shit ton of him. Iron Man Armored Adventures. I've seen the first episode of this and episodes in the past. It'll clear up. Come on. But it's an alright show. It's still weird. I don't like the CG in it. This is the second season, which is probably one of my favorite cases. We have Iron Man the Anime and Iron Man Extremis. And someday I'll get to all that. Continue on, we got 3 more piles. Man-Thing. It's an alright movie. There's bits of it I enjoyed. Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, all I have to say is David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury. There's not much more to say on that. Phineas and Ferb, Mission Marvel. This is the Dolph Lundgren rendition of The Punisher. This is The Punisher. I also don't have like every single cut of a film. However, there's a few that I do, and it's mainly for either A, special features, or B, because I've heard that the other cut's better than the other. The Elektra, from what I've heard, the first cut's better because they're both shit. Daredevil, the director's cut is better. Fantastic Four, that edition includes both cuts and more bonus features, so it all depends. Like, for example, we got this Punisher here. I'm keeping this because it's got a ton of bonus features. However, I've yet to watch the extended edition, though I've heard the extended edition is better. It's a little more eerie of a film, but it doesn't have as many bonus features. Punisher Warzone. I actually like Punisher Warzone. I don't know about anybody else. And it looked like they were going to start off like an Avengers, but for Marvel Knights. Maybe we got Daredevil again. We could have got Black Panther. I don't know. We have the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy with Spider-Man, which I liked, Spider-Man 2, which I liked, Spider-Man 3, which is alright. Spider-Man 2 includes both the original and the 2.1 edition of this. And I get a kick out of the 2.1 just for one single scene, and that's because I'd never seen 2.1 until earlier this year. And I got the biggest kick out of Jameson, J.J. Jameson. Like, he's in the Spider-Man suit, like, it was just hilarious. I actually enjoyed these next two films, The Amazing Spider-Man and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I actually like this film a lot. Don't hate. It is one of my favorite Marvel films, and could be number one, but at the time, last time I saw it was actually almost a year ago now. The last time I saw it, they were planning to come out with the next set of Amazing Spider-Man 3 and 4 and Sinister Six, though I know Sinister Six is still in production, but in the Marvel Cinematic Universe now. But so I haven't seen it, not knowing that there's not going to be more to it. So it'll probably alter my view. But as of right now, it is still one of my favorite movies. Spider-Man, the 67 collection. It's a nice collection. It is out of stock, out of print. So if you want to, order it. It ain't coming back. I wish I would release this show in America. I do have a region-free DVD player, so if I really wanted to, but I really wish they'd re-release this in America. We got Spider-Man. This is the Ultimate Villain Showdown, and this is like 2 or 3 seasons of the actual show itself, and it's like the middle of the show, and it's based off the Spider-Man 1994 animated series. And this is a select episodes in the best order I could get them. Daredevil versus Spider-Man, the Venom Saga, the Return of the Green Goblin, Spider-Man versus Doc Ock, and that's just those 5. Up next is the Spider-Man, the new animated series. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. Spectacular Spider-Man, the complete series. Love this show, and because I love this show, I freaking hate this show so much. Ultimate Spider-Man, which canceled this show. This show only has 26 episodes, and it was supposed to have 52. And they canceled this one for this one because Disney bought it. It sucks. The only thing redeemable about that is actually Drake Parker as Spider-Man. Up next is Spider-Woman. Then we have Superhero Squad Show Season 1, Volume 1. Quest for the Infinity Sword, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4. And then we have Season 2, The Infinity Gauntlet, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4. Moving on from there, and I have seen a couple of the episodes when they aired. Alright, show. I remember Grey Hulk is what I remember. We have Thor. We have Thor 2, Thor the Dark World. Bless me. We have Thor Tales of Asgard. The Thor movies are alright. Thor Tales of Asgard I have not watched. Thor and Loki I have not seen. This is Thor and Loki Blood Brothers. This is another motion comic. And with great power comes the Stan Lee story. It's a little documentary on Stan Lee and his life. Oh, what the hell that was. Alright, we have the Wolverine. It's an alright film. We have Wolverine and the X-Men. I have not seen that yet, and I'm definitely looking forward to it because Stephen Bloom is the cast of Wolverine. We have Wolverine the anime. We have the Wolverine collection with Wolverine Origin, Ultimate Wolverine vs. Hulk, Wolverine Weapon X, Tomorrow Dies Today, Wolverine vs. Sabretooth, and Wolverine versus Sabretooth War. I'll look forward to that when I get to it. Though I think Origin's supposed to be terrible. You have the X-Men trilogy with X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men United, X-Men The Last Stand. My girlfriend loves the X-Men characters, so this is her favorite section. And it's the last section too. X-Men Origins Wolverine, X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, and X-Men The Road Cut. I'm keeping both editions. One, I have not seen the special features of either, and they both have vastly different special features, so. Love the X-Men films though. All of them except for Origins and 3, so. The rest I love. X-Men the Animated Series Volume 1. I've seen bits of this as a kid a long time ago. From what I remember, it was good. That's Volume 1 featuring the Night of the Sentinels. This is Volume 2 featuring the Phoenix Saga. This is Volume 3 featuring the Dark Phoenix. This is Volume 4 featuring Beyond Good and Evil. Volume 5 featuring Old Soldiers, starring Captain America. Up next is the show that we are currently watching. We have X-Men Evolution Unexpected Changes, Season 1, Volume 1. This was such a good show. Volume 1, Volume 2, Explosive Days. I loved a lot of the characters. They had an original character for this, Spike, who was kind of annoying. X-Men Marks the Spot, Season 1, Volume 3. But overall, it was such a fun series. I love the way they utilized the powers. It seemed a bit fluent, more fluent than a lot of the animation stuff in America. Season 1, Volume 4, Exposing the Truth. Season 2, Volume 1, Mutants Rising. Season 2, Volume 2, Powers Revealed. Season 2, Volume 3, Enemies Unveiled. Season 2, Volume 4, Mystique's Revenge. And the complete third season. This is where we're currently at, around the first couple episodes of this one. It's gonna suck once we get done with this one, because I know there's a fourth season and I might have to purchase it on like Amazon Prime or on PlayStation Network. One of the two. Just so we can finish the story. But overall, I love all the characters. The characters are fun, so. Next we have X-Men, the animated series, the anime. And lastly we have Astonishing X-Men with Gifted, Dangerous, Torn, Unstoppable. And this is written by Joss Whedon, so. Hope you guys enjoyed all of that. It's a lot. There's a little scan. That's just all that we went through. I had it on a stack of games, my camera. There's some you can kind of see it back there, and then. But I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. Comment below. Discussion. I love discussion. I'll talk about any of them. If there's any that you really want me to, watch and talk about, do say so. I probably will. I'll make it my next list. Who knows if I'll get to it, but I definitely, if someone wants me to see Spider-Woman and wants me to know their thoughts on Spider-Woman, I will do my thoughts on Spider-Woman. Until then, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and adios.